Last year, I remember not wanting to come to school because I knew that I was struggling.
Whenever I was doing different reading things, I couldn't understand what was happening because I'd be reading in my head and it wouldn't make sense to me.
I was kind of scared to read out loud. I didn't want to read at all. English is my first language, so it's kind of hard for me. Stations helped me with that a lot because I get to practice pronouncing words and stopping while reading.
This year, I feel like I can come to school and know I can succeed and pass all my classes with good grades and that I'm learning more.
I feel pretty confident because I know that I have the knowledge to pass.
Our students have country experiences. They feed the horses before they come, or they feed the cows before they come. They have duties at home before they show up for school. We are a Title I school district, and our students, 75% of them on paper who turn paper in live below the poverty line. That poverty level is not indicative of family involvement and their family caring about where they're at.
What I thought was going to be change for change's sake has turned into change for our kids' sake. And as we had to go through the grant application process, we were forced to look at data in some different ways that we hadn't before, and really take a hard look in the mirror to understand what processes and procedures we had in the district, and look at the results that we were getting from that, and we weren't happy with the results. We had to own the fact that the majority of our kids weren't reading on grade level.
We started this whole journey thinking engagement was our issue, and then as we went through the process, we realized it was a reading issue. We had so many kids reading on a below kindergarten, first, second grade level on a secondary campus. But it actually solved both problems. So we were able to start filling some of those gaps, and because kids are being successful, they're engaged more.
The blended learning strategies give each teacher the systems they need to look at every student individually and think where are they starting, and where do they need to get to, and where can they get to, and help them design ways to get students there.
When a kid doesn't understand, he becomes disengaged, but when you differentiate for them and spend that personalization, when you explain the vocabulary and tie those concepts, or you give them the background knowledge, okay, it helps them catch up faster. And that's exactly what this does.
So every 6th grader and 7th grader gets core content on grade level in their ELA class, but we're able to support them with a second reading teacher that meets them more where they are. They may be working with kids on a 4th grade TEK level instead of on that 7th or 6th or 7th grade level.
There's so many opportunities for the reading teacher to help support that English teacher, to help those students access that grade level content. But the grade level content doesn't drive reading. What drives the reading class is what the students need.
Maybe we'll read a book at one station, then have task cards and vocabulary over the book, or at the next station we'll have a worksheet over adjectives or something.
And then you go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, until you get to the end.
I feel like our language arts and reading teachers have got to know us more by stations, by us just reading to them and knowing what's our struggle and what's our thing that we mostly know and how to do.
You have student choice. You will decide which of these prompts or which of these research assignments that you want to do.
Option 1, the one we're doing, we're going to do the loneliness one, and then it correlates to the step 3, right? But it's different if you choose option 2. So you get a variety of options that you want to learn from.
The playlist gives you what you need to do, and you determine
how you want to do it or like what specific order you want to do it in. The student gets a choice.
Today we were allowed to work in groups, which also helps with creativity because you have other people to work with, and different people will have different perspectives, and through those different perspectives you can come across new points.
We're a small district. I know that, I know my kids, but you don't know them like you know them when you're at small group with them. And hearing them read and hearing them analyze something. So many of our students, especially in a small district like this, they have known each other since kindergarten. They know who will answer and who won't. They know who reads the best. So to put them in a small group makes them more comfortable, makes them more vulnerable, and being willing to be vulnerable and to bring things that they've never really honestly had the opportunity to before.
We're seeing, for example, 7th grade students this year, more than 60% are meeting their growth expectation in reading language arts, and that's huge. It's the growth that we want, and that's what's going to drive their achievement. So when we see those kind of data points, it's exciting to know that what we're doing is working, and it is putting kids, in the right direction.
You see the smile on the student's face. You see how hard they're working on a relevant problem. You see that they're connected with their data, and they know what they can do, what they can't do, and what they're working on to try and add some skills to their toolbox. It makes a student who's on fire about learning and about growing.